The Restored Church of God presents author David C. Pack.
The world is now drenched, in fact drowning, in a deluge of sex, with much or most of it having no connection to any real meaning or right purpose. More than ever in history, all mankind is awash in every conceivable kind of sexual pleasure, fantasy, perversion, and pursuit, in or out of marriage, and with fewer and fewer people any longer making a distinction between the two. There has come to be no end to and virtually no limits on movies, books, articles, magazines, advertisements, television programs, photographs, and websites for every kind of pornography and sex-related activity the misguided creative genius of human beings could devise. But sadly, there has been a worldwide drought in right understanding of these things. The nations of the world possess a vast and increasing sum of knowledge, but they are ignorant of the right kind of knowledge, spiritually revealed knowledge. This is because the modern system of education is morally and spiritually bankrupt. This ignorance has been no more evident than in the misunderstood and largely unknown purposes of sex and marriage. Believing himself to be merely the highest of the animals in an evolutionary chain, man has remained in the dark, completely unable to see a reason for sex or for human beings existing as men and women. Yet there is an awesome purpose for humanity collectively and you personally, and when fully understood, it is inseparable from the purposes of sex and the marriage institution. Deluded educators and ignorant moralists have been biased against God and His Word by having had the atheistic teaching of evolution funneled into their minds from childhood. They have taught young people for decades that there are no absolutes and that they must follow situation ethics in all circumstances. And these young people have grown up into what are now several generations from which the leaders of all the world's institutions have come. These misguided educators have led the world into a kind of secular humanism, one in which people are driven by how they feel rather than clear definitions of right and wrong. In addition, the world's supposed great theologians and so-called great religions have collectively failed a world that was counting on them for deliverance from the misery besetting all civilization. This has led to a level of immorality and kinds of perversion perhaps never before seen in history. There is right and wrong in life, and you need to understand one from the other. And there is spiritual knowledge only God reveals. This book, Sex, Its Unknown Dimension, presents incredible knowledge that you must not be without.
To access the literature offered in this video or to order a free hard copy, visit us online and be sure to explore our extensive literature library, which contains a wide variety of books, booklets, and articles on many subjects. These materials present biblical understanding found nowhere else, providing plain answers to life's greatest questions. Visit rcg.org today.